Yeah, I gotta get. So you put the peanut butter jar. Does it have to be the glass jar?
Yeah,
Or
because it'll blow up in the microwave otherwise. So you just
so do you,
right into the
so do you microwave it with the top on or the top off?
top off, top off. You
Okay,
got you gotta do top off.
new knowledge.
Then you got then you do the squeeze it out the bottom.
I thought you said it has to be a jar.
No, to get it into the jar. You gotta
Ah, okay.
with the
So,
clamp.
so, the,
Yeah.
so the peanut butter wasn't already in the jar. I thought you just took the whole jar,
No,
put it in here.
it's a whole workout routine where
Ah, okay.
you're hitting different
So
muscle groups and all
forearm. So
that.
you're hitting the forearm.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
and then you microwave the peanut butter until it's oily,
yeah,
and
make
then
sure you
drink it out of the jar.
hit them reps though.
Yeah.
So super
Ooh.
important.
Y'all heard it here first. Warm up your microwave your peanut butter in a jar and eat it.
Oh, speaking of microwave, I just read something that was really interesting. So, Germany, Adolf's back in the day when Adolf was running it, they were actually doing tests on microwaves, and they deemed them unsafe for their people and actually banned them, so they couldn't use microwaves because of the effects of the microwaves. So,
Well, we're
pride,
live
yeah.
here.
I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to you. I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to you.
Oh, am I tripping? Oh no.
Good morning. We're live. Today is November 30th,
Right.
Yep.
2021. Thank you guys for tuning in to the Canna-Joe Morning Show. I'm Michael Ford.
And I'm Jenny.
And I'm Leisha.
And I am Var the man. Thank you guys for joining us on this beautiful garbage day. Not garbage day, but today is garbage day for me anyway. So
So fill it up. Did they come already? Did they pick it up already? Or
they usually don't come till like around like 2 or 3ish. Sometimes my daughter will get off the bus and then she'll rush and bring the garbage down there and be like, "Yeah, I brought the garbage down," because I forget. Be getting busy sometimes.
Yeah, man, I know they definitely be lining them up across my driveway when they come get them. So you can't get out like, yep, put your hands back. Anyway, so you got some dope articles for us today, Vari?
I do. I sure do indeed. I actually got this article coming out of Florida. It's another heinous atrocity to the cannabis community. Let's see if I can pull it out here. All right, so it's like two Florida men were found with 240 pounds of marijuana during a Jacksonville traffic stop, according to the DEA. Now there is a video here. It's pretty short. I'm not sure about the length of the video, but there's this stuff here. Maybe we can just watch the video. I'm sure they can newscast it fairly well. I'm gonna go ahead and optimize for video and sound here and see what this has to say here.
Over 200 pounds of hydroponic marijuana with high levels of THC discovered during a traffic stop. 50-year-old Dezhong Wang was charged with trafficking large amounts of marijuana. A second suspect was also arrested on the same charge. He was identified as 27-year-old Hugh Lee, but federal investigators say they believe his ID is fake. News4Jax reporter Eric Avanier covers DEA operations. He's joining us live from outside the Duval County Jail, where both men remain in custody tonight. Eric?
Yes, that's right. They remain here in custody at the Duval County Jail, and get this, a judge set their bonds at $500,000 each. Now, according to the federal agents I spoke with, they believe that both men may be part of a large-scale marijuana trafficking organization. Federal agents say this is what 240 pounds of hydroponic marijuana with a street value of up to $500,000 looks like. It was transported to Jacksonville from California. Federal agents knew the shipment was soon arriving to the River City and asked the Florida Highway Patrol to be on the lookout for the suspected vehicle. A trooper spotted the compact SUV speeding down Dunn Avenue and pulled the vehicle over. Investigators say the overwhelming smell of marijuana emanating from the SUV gave the trooper probable cause to search the vehicle, and that's when 240 pounds of marijuana was discovered. Now, to put 240 pounds of marijuana into perspective, that is exactly 10 pounds less than what I currently weigh. 58-year-old Dijong Wang was arrested and charged with trafficking marijuana. His passenger, who was identified as Hugh Lee, was also charged with trafficking. Jacksonville DEA Special Agent in charge, Mike Dubett, says transporting 240 pounds of marijuana at one time leads him to believe both men are part of a marijuana trafficking organization.
There's people that are growing it, there's people that are transporting it, there's people that are receiving it, there's people that are storing it, there's people that are distributing it. There's people that are breaking it down to sellable amounts. So yeah, this is an organization.
Dubett says the seizure of this amount of marijuana at one time doesn't happen too often, but when it does, it usually leads to more arrests. And right now, they expect to identify and arrest more suspects between Jacksonville and California as this investigation continues. Of course, some people will look at the arrest of these two men and say they can't believe that they were both hauled off here to the jail over something as that they may describe as simple as marijuana. But law enforcement say $500,000 worth of marijuana with high THC levels breeds gun violence on the streets between competing drug dealers. Reporting live, Eric Avignon, Channel 4, the local station.
Yeah, okay. All right.
Right.
Eric Avenir. Whatever, dude. Damn, he couldn't even pronounce THC. He said THC.
Yeah, that's because he's a smoker. He tried to pretend like he didn't know what was going on. He was like, they just cut us off, man. They cut off the supply. Yeah, that's crazy, man. And they said it leads to gang and gun violence.
Since when? Since when?
I don't know. So if they legalize it, does that lead to more gang violence or does it lead to less? I mean,
They should try and see what happens.
If they legalize it, then, and they allow people to grow their own, then the gangs don't have to steal it. They can just grow their own shit, which would be much more cost effective in the long run.
And then they can just get a license.
Yeah.
And pay the taxes.
Hell yeah. Blood buds.
Blood buds. Oh, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. New strain, blood buds. Anyway, you got another article, Vari?
Yeah, we do got this article out of the great capital of our awesome nation here in
yeah, definitely America. Reefer madness and propaganda.
So it's the credit unions are now urging Congress to pass marijuana banking reform through the defense bill. So far we've had advocates from legalization advocates to business advocates to banking advocates, and now we're looking at credit unions that are also calling for the U.S. to make some changes. So major credit unions representing U.S. credit unions are calling on Congress to pass marijuana banking reform through must-pass defense legislation. It's the latest in a series of requests from lawmakers, stakeholders, and advocates to advance legislation to protect financial institutions that work with state legal cannabis businesses from being penalized by federal regulators. Specifically, they want to see the Senate follow the House lead in attaching language from the Secure and Fair Enforcement Banking Act, which is the SAFE Banking Act, to the National Defense Authorization Act, NDAA. We take no position on legalizing or decriminalizing medical or recreational cannabis at either the state or the federal level, the association said in a letter to key committee leadership. However, credit unions operating in states where it's legal to have members and member businesses involved in the cannabis market who need to access traditional depository and lending services, the absence of which creates significant public safety issue. The Credit Union National Association, Defense Credit Union Council, and National Association of Federally Insured Credit Unions signed the letter, which also touches on non-cannabis issues. They do include the letter down here at the bottom. The groups which wrote that strongly support safe banking to NDAA, also stress that financial institutions that choose not to bank the cannabis industry still risk unknowingly serving those businesses in states where cannabis is legal. Indirect connections are often difficult to identify and avoid because, like any other industry, those offering cannabis-related services work with vendors and suppliers. The letter continues. Under the existing status quo, a credit union that does business with any of these indirectly affiliated entities could unknowingly risk violating federal law. Inclusion of the Safe Banking Act puts in necessary protections to bring revenue from state-sanctioned cannabis businesses into the financial service mainstream, and as a result, keeping communities safe. While the Senate has yet to independently add the banking reform language to its version of the NDAA, supporters want to see provisions adopted by negotiators in conference for the final legislation sent to President Joe Biden's desk. Bipartisan members of the Senate Armed Services Committee recently sent their own letter urging leaders to include the Safe Banking Act in the final NDAA. Shortly thereafter, U.S. senators representing Colorado made the same request in a separate letter. So a whole lot of letters being sent in. That's what's up. The Safe Banking Act has been approved in some form in the House 5 times now, but it's so far languished in the Senate. Stakeholders have held out hope that the chamber would advance the legislation with a Democratic majority, but some key players like Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer, who is a Democrat, have insisted on passing comprehensive legalization like the reform bill he's finalizing first, meaning no banks get their money. We want to make sure everyone gets legalized before they get their money, which I don't know. I see both sides where like it's important. I mean, it's a baby step towards, I think, good things happening, regardless. But I see where he's like hesitant, where it's like, yeah, okay, the banks are open to do business in legal states now, but it's still federally illegal. It's still people in prison, and they're like profiting off it. So I get that. But there's also a lot of like small craft business owners in the cannabis industry that are like getting robbed on a regular basis. I saw an article that was saying that California police are letting dispensaries get robbed down there. Which is crazy. So
yeah, I can imagine, man. I mean, a lot of money goes into the security to keep your cannabis safe. And there's only a few growers out drinking that peanut butter. Gotta be good, man. I gotta go get a jar, man, to warm my peanut butter up. And now I'm gonna have to drink peanut butter with my coffee in the morning.
Yeah, droughts. Yeah, sign of droughts. It used to be a real thing. Like for real.
So, Bart, you want to drop a link, or you still reading, or are you gonna drop a link so they can?
I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link in the comments here. The rest of it just kind of talks about the bill. You can read through it, or the letters that they sent in. You can read through it here, and then that's basically the whole article there. Anyway, so bloopity bloop. All right, and yeah, that was so yeah. What was I gonna say about that? Oh yeah, so yeah, both sides. But yeah, definitely. And there's also like the other thing too is like, does that include hemp businesses too? Like, are hemp businesses currently able to access banking stuff?
Well, they are, but I've heard of some banks actually closing down people's accounts for selling hemp and CBD. I know Squarespace for a little while was shutting people's accounts down and making them fill out a bunch of forms in order to actually take payments. So, I imagine that, it's happening on a large scale. I know Wells Fargo specifically shut down an account of somebody that I know that was actually selling CBD and has been in business for a really long time. So, You know, it's definitely a process. Got a lot of stuff to work on, man. But bouncing off of that, talking about legalization, we got an event coming up December 18th, Minnesota Normal, ugly sweater holiday party. We want you guys to come out on Saturday. I did post an event up in Minnesota Marijuana, the community. So if you're not in the community, shoot one of us a message and we'll get you added to that community. Otherwise, go to Emmett Normal on Facebook to view the event for minnormal.org for more information on how to get involved in legalization in Minnesota. If you want to follow through with the process and find out what we're going to be doing for the next year leading into 2022, we're going to need all of you guys' help. Trust me, we need your help. It's going to be a big election year. A lot of people asking about how's it going to happen, when's it going to happen, how do I get involved? This is how you get involved. Look for us. You'll see the events up. You'll see posts going out. Barry the Man's going to slap together a flyer. We need you guys to get involved. So, yeah, smack that shit up. Anyway, after that, we do got the Final 420 Minnesota Marijuana event. If you want to come out and celebrate the end of the year, the last 420 of 2021 with us, definitely come on out. It's going to be a great time. We're going to have some great food. We're going to have some music. Shout out DJ North Star is going to come out and spin for us. Make sure we got good tunes beating all night. Who else is going to be in the building? Who else is Flippy Creations be in the building? Let's see. Minnesota Pound 454 is going to be in the building. I'm sure a lot more people, but join the event for more details. I'll put up. Actually, did we put up an event yet? I don't think we did.
I thought there was one. Yeah,
well,
I think there is one.
There's one on Min Marijuana, but not a Facebook event where you can click and join. So maybe I'll create one of those with a link that'll take you to the whatever. You guys know what I'm talking about. But shout out to everybody for joining. Shout out to the Facebook users, Vaughn, Jamie. We see you this morning. Shout out Sina, Rubix. I see you. What up, man? Shout out to everybody on YouTube, Snapchat. Oh, we're not on Snapchat. YouTube and Twitter and where else are we at? Facebook and anywhere else we might be at. Thank y'all for tuning in. We got weather today. Where John at?
Yeah, I think I saw John walk into the building earlier. Let's. I
know he said he was gonna be on today, so.
Yeah, let's see if we can.
Oh, he's here because he just came and jacked my lighters. Borrowed my lighter from me.
Okay. I'll be jacking lighters on purpose. Right. I mean, on accident.
Let me see if I can find them real quick. I'll be right back.
Right.
You was right the first time.
John.
Accidentally on purpose.
Hey. Yo, bro, what you want?
Like this your lighter? Yeah, I'll bring it right back.
All right. All right, I'm back. I'm here to do. I'm gonna do the weather. I'm here to do the weather. All right, so Smooth Ass John is here to do the weather. Let's give me 1 second here. Let me get my camera working. Don't know what's going on here. Oh, there we go. All right, Smooth Ass John here to do the weather. Hopefully, you guys are ready for today's weather from Smooth Ass John. All right, let's go ahead and get this up. Today's weather is brought to you by windy.com, where it gets real cold. You can go ahead and check out windy.com. They have forecasts for all of the states in the U.S. as well as other parts of the world as well. You can go ahead and check that out. Anyway, so here in Minnesota, we're going to go ahead and look at the weather for today. We got, it's going to be cold. It's going to be very cold. As we look in central Minnesota, in the St. Cloud area, we're looking at 34 right now. And as we look down the cities, it's about the same as St. Paul, Minneapolis area. We go further south down toward the Iowa border in Fairmount. We're looking at a smooth 39 degrees, which is probably the warmest in the state so far this morning. We go further north and we have Roseau in 23, almost hitting the teens. Oh yeah, y'all gonna need some firewood and some jackets and like some other warm things that y'all could be warm with. Anyway, let's go ahead and look further into today as we go into the afternoon today. By 3 o'clock, we're looking at temperatures around 40 degrees in Minneapolis, 46 down in Fairmont, 35 in St. Cloud, and up in Roseau. You guys are almost above freezing, but it doesn't look like you'll get there today. As we go over into overnights, we're gonna see tonight. Everybody's gonna be down below northern half of the state, below freezing. As we go further into the night, let's see here. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Oh no, I'm mistaken. We're gonna hold. Hey, we're gonna hold. So we're going to be above freezing overnight. As we go into tomorrow morning, we're going to see temperatures around, 35 degrees, 30 degrees all around the state. Minneapolis, St. Paul area, you guys are going to be a little bit warmer. So you guys should be good. And yeah, that is your weather today by Smooth As John. Hopefully you guys had a good time listening to me do the weather. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and pass this back to your man, Vari. All right. Give it up for John. Let's give it up for Smooth As John back in the building.
Shout out Smooth As John with the weather.
Good job today. And he actually came.
Don't forget to get our lighter party down.
He's like, hold on, I think I just seen him right. No. Anyway, yeah, dope shit, man. So shout out to Smooth As John. Shout out to Dab and Dave, man. Hopefully you're having a great, appointment today.
Many blessings. Get well.
Good healing, all of that good stuff. And I think we got everything for today. Did we get everything, Vari?
Yeah, shout out to Facebook user. Good Tuesday to you, Teron. What up, bro? Sina, Vaughn. What up? Melissa. Good morning. Oh
All
shit,
over the
Alicia
place.
just. Oh yeah, okay. I see you.
Okay, Miss Aggressive, in the
Yeah.
building. We
Okay.
see you.
Yeah. Let's give it up.
If you do want to get involved in the stuff we're doing, once again, look for those links, join those events. Vari, you got some words of wisdom for him today?
I sure do. So there's this monk I was listening to this morning, and he said something that was really interesting to me. He said, pain is a necessary tool for survival, but suffering is something that is made up and we do to ourselves.
Dope.
Yeah. So with that, I'm gonna let you ponder on that today, and yeah, we'll see you guys tomorrow.
I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to you. I'm just a man on his way to the moon, wishing the rocket would go faster. All the stars remind me of you, yeah they do. I'm on my way to you.
Do a cannabis wedding.
You said what?
I was asked to do a cannabis wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to know if you guys want to help me host it.
Where at?
I wanted to know if I can probably use your venue that you're using,
We'll have to talk about it.
because I don't think it's going to be that many people.
Mhm.
And we get to charge how much we want if we provide everything.
I think we should sit. Yeah, I think it would be dope. We'll have to figure it out. We make something happen. Cannabis.
Like
wedding.
she said either January or February, but I told her I need like the exact dates and stuff so we can, and the number of people, really.
We need to sit down and work out some details. Are you planning it, or are you just doing or are they planning it?
I'm planning it, and